Now on CoastTV News.
Grab the umbrella out the door today. We've got some showers moving through with a cold front, but then we'll see sunshine this weekend and it will be quite chilly. So a nice weekend to follow the rain. I'll track the rain on Futurecast and the sunshine coming up next.
Fearful situation near Flower Bed, the discovery of a needle. That needle there in Georgetown that has the attention of law enforcement. Next, work on weed. We have the latest step for a Sussex County ordinance regulating marijuana businesses. Attending dignified transfer at Dover, President Biden plans to be in attendance as the remains of 3 U.S. soldiers killed by Iranian-backed militants are making their way back to American soil.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. It is Friday, February 2nd, 2024. Paige Marley is off today. Do you hear that? It could be the sound of the Pennsylvania polka coming from up north where Punxsutawney Phil is. All right, we're going to be joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, we are anticipating, hoping for that early spring, maybe.
I don't know, probably not. But Phil's probably still sleeping. The guys with the top hats, they'll pull him out and he'll be all cranky. And that's in about an hour or so. I think about an hour and a half they make the official forecast. But we can tell you right now, we've got rain moving through Delmarva. Some of that's been heavy here in the Milton area. It's falling right along Highway 9, now south and east of Milton, between Lewis and Georgetown. That's where some heavy rain is stretching to just north of Millsboro along 113, and Bryan Store also seeing the showers farther back through Gumboro, Dewey Beach, Ocean View, seeing the showers and heavy rain also around Salisbury, back into the Delmar area and Mardella Springs. Drying out now for the eastern shore, so the heaviest and steadiest rain moves through for the next hour, and then we start to dry things out. Some of that heavier rain near the Jersey Shore as we're tracking a cold front heading our way. We're looking at low to mid 40s out the door, so too warm for any kind of snow or ice, so that's certainly good news. Winds west-southwest, more showers this morning, some breaks at times as well, and I think we'll see our highs around noon, around, well, mid 40s at that time. Then the winds really start to pick up and it cools down. We see some breaks in the overcast as we go through this evening, so grab the umbrella out the door as it will be very brisk and a sunny weekend is on the way. Matt, more on that coming up.
All right, now, if you might have noticed Bob's tie there. It might have been hard to tell from a distance. So we're giving you a close-up look. This is his tie. He's got a groundhog tie, everybody, in honor of the day today. So, Bob, why don't you tell us a little bit about your tie?
Sure, Matt. You know, my wife bought me this cool tie a couple of years ago. She buys me cool ties and cool socks. A little bit of everything on here. You can see the clock on there, the groundhog, a sun, some clouds, his little burrow. So it's kind of cute and definitely a fun gift for a day like today.
Yeah, I feel like this is a one-time-a-year tie for you to wear.
It is. It is, absolutely.
All right, so we talked about it earlier. I'm hoping for that early spring, but in the reality, I think you've alluded to this, Bob. I don't think we're going to get that early spring, and we're going to have that 6 more weeks of winter.
I think so as well, Matt. You know, I've been looking at some of the longer range models, February into March right now. It is looking kind of cold and a little stormy as well. So I don't think we're done with winter, and I don't think Punxsutawney Phil is going to say spring is around the corner this morning either. If he does, I'm not going to believe it. So
I will, Bob. I'll go with it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you're optimistic.
All right, well, we are going to move on here. We're getting into some more serious news. There was a serious and scary discovery reminding a community of a bigger problem. A hypodermic needle was found in a flower bed by the McDonald's in Georgetown, and neighbors there say they have concerns for safety. It's really not clear how long it had been sitting there, but police say they didn't get any reports about it until we actually reached out to them about this. And then posts on social media showed people they were concerned for safety in the area, and this is just not a good look for the town, is some of the feedback that we got. Now, according to police, it is an unfortunate reminder of drug addiction.
Finding a hypodermic needle is unfortunately becoming a norm, and it's no different than, let's say, somebody going to a fast food restaurant, finishing it and tossing it out the window. That's literally what the person who has used the needle is doing, or it could have fallen out of their pocket on accident after they've shot up and maybe they're not in full control of their capacities.
And CoastTV did see Chief Holm come over, personally after that interview to get the needle off the street, but he did say if you do find something like this, the best thing to do is to call 911. Well, marijuana businesses in Sussex County, that'll be on the table at the next county council meeting in Georgetown. Assistant County Attorney Vince Robertson will lead a discussion and introduce an ordinance. It's related to establishments in the county, and this meeting is set for February 6th at 10 a.m. Got an update on a story that we've been covering for you this week. Milford and Slaughter Beach, they're working to bring their communities together so that people can easily enjoy what both have to offer. Town and city officials want to connect the areas through a bicycle and walking path. Back in May 2023, the two communities did receive a grant from the Federal Department of Transportation to support the design. We wanted to get a better understanding of how people feel about this, so here was what one regular Slaughter Beach visitor told us.
It has to start with the beach. That's the whole point. It's the beach, and if you can't get to the beach, or if there is no beach at certain times of the day, I don't see the point of doing anything else.
And Slaughter Beach Mayor Bob Wood told CoastTV News that the project would be a great way to showcase his town and also support the growing economy of Milford. Officials say the next step in this process is hopefully receiving taxpayer money to actually build the path. Fenwick Island trying to find ways to utilize green infrastructure, and this relates to environmental-friendly site design and low-impact development. The Residential Concerns Committee will review ways on how to use this to deal with flooding and also help with drainage that will not hurt the environment. They plan to meet on Monday. More on outdoor dining in Rehoboth Beach. On Monday, city commissioners are set to review proposed changes to outdoor dining and license applications for dining on public spaces. Well, one of the all-time great football players at Salisbury University getting a second chance to be an NFL head coach, and that chance brings him closer to home. Dan Quinn is the new head coach for Washington. Here we have a picture of him from his Seagull days where he was a captain in the mid-1990s. Quinn had been the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator since 2021. He was head coach for the Atlanta Falcons from 2015 to 2020 and led them to the NFC Championship in 2016 before losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And with the Falcons, he went 43-42 with a 3-2 record in postseason games. Happening today, President Biden will attend the dignified transfer ceremony at Dover Air Force Base. This is for the 3 fallen U.S. soldiers who died in a drone attack in Jordan. Now, Biden did receive criticism in 2021 for continuing to check his watch during the dignified transfer of the 13 service members who died in Afghanistan. Today's ceremony is set to take place around 1:30 p.m. And as Americans mourn their loss here, NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how the U.S. government could respond to that deadly attack.
The remains of 3 American soldiers returned to U.S. soil this morning, days after they died in an overnight attack in Jordan, where President Biden says they risked it all.
Our prayers continue to be with the families of the 3 American servicemen killed and attacked.
The Biden administration says Iran-backed militia groups are to blame for the deadly drone strike. In his first remarks since his December prostate cancer diagnosis and hospitalizations, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin says the U.S. is preparing to retaliate.
So this is a dangerous moment in the Middle East. We will continue to work to avoid a wider conflict in the region. But we will take all necessary actions to defend the United States.
White House officials have said that the U.S. response could be multi-targeted and last for weeks.
What's important here is that this is going to be a campaign, not a one-off, not a simple one-time precision-guided strike against a particular target.
I don't think a strike directly into the heartland of Iran that causes massive casualties is wise at this point.
As the Israel-Hamas war rages on and the death toll rises in Gaza, there is growing discontent among some Americans about the president's handling of the conflict, which could affect November's election.
I would write in on the ballot, ceasefire, free Palestine.
The president preparing to respond to the attack that killed the 3 American soldiers in the region. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
We've got more on this edition of Coast TV News Today. Coming up, pricey Ocean City. We'll tell you why it could cost more money to visit that coastal community. Also, seniors sit back. Another tax program could give them a break. We'll tell you whether or not if you qualify. And Super Bowl, super foods, super prices. We'll tell you what experts are saying about your favorite game day snacks ahead of the Super Bowl. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
When your job feels humdrum, you can still find that fun. I take a chance, I do. Or you spend the whole day working that 5-game parlay.
I'll take Philly +2.
When taking a chance becomes a victory dance, it's so fun to do. Or you go money line, it comes through, you feel fun.
More than fun, it's true.
Life would be dull if we never took a chance. Bet Rivers. Take a chance.
It is exactly 6:13 on this pretty wet Friday morning. It's a wet boardwalk in Rehoboth on our Boardwalk Plaza Cam 43. You see the rain dripping, and on the radar you can see the showers quickly moving through, and some of those heavier showers just south of Lewis near Dewey Beach and Rehoboth right now, so a pocket of heavy rain there. Also one right along the state line between Gumboro and Selbyville, but behind this just a few light showers. So the real steady stuff is moving through here in the next hour or so as we're tracking a cold front moving through. We're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 40s right now, so just wet on the roads, not icy. And your ferry ride from Cape Lewis to, from Lewis to Cape May or vice versa, cloudy, kind of showery, temperatures in the 40s and becoming pretty windy into the afternoon.
All right. Well, thanks, Bob, for that. Hey, take a look at this here. A helicopter and a Milton Marine unit aiding in the rescue of a man who had capsized his kayak and was floating on top, unable to get out of frigid water. This was at Wagaman's Pond, just off the Mulberry Street ramp on January 31st around 4 p.m. The fire department says the man was safely rescued, taken to EMS, and was then taken to a hospital for evaluation. An explosion yesterday afternoon, 3500 block of Andrews Street in South Bethany. It led to a fire, and according to the South Bethany Volunteer Fire Company, that explosion happened in a utility closet. The homeowner was still inside the house when all this happened. Thankfully, we learned that no one was injured. Crews were able to extinguish that fire in about 10 minutes. Well, for the first time, an advertising company has settled an opioid lawsuit. Publicis, a company that worked on Purdue Pharma's OxyContin account, was accused of falsely marketing opioids as safe. The agreed settlement of $350 million must be paid within the next 2 months. The company in a statement said that they did not admit to wrongdoing, but it hopes the payment will help the effort to combat opioid addiction. It is time to start planning that menu for your Super Bowl party, because the big game is less than 2 weeks away, and according to a new Wells Fargo report, some big-ticket game day dish ingredients, they're going to cost you less than they did a year ago. A pound of fresh chicken wings, 5% less than the same time last year. Shrimp prices, on average, down 6.4% from January of 2023. Well, still ahead, we've got details about a Delaware program that could give senior homeowners a break from school property taxes.
Wet roads across Delmarva. Seaford this morning seeing wet roads for you with the heavier rain to your east right now. And we'll continue to see those showers on and off today. So you need the umbrella today and then the shades for the weekend with sunshine on the way, but chilly temperatures too. I'll have your full forecast coming up after the break.
Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
My team's going to crush you. That was fantastic!
I'm so jealous! For once, there's competition between the judges.
Let's see what your mentoring has done.
I actually got quite emotional.
Can you just shut up?
AGT Fantasy League, Monday on NBC and Peacock. The world's greatest game show is back. And this time, the deal is bigger than ever. Deal or No Deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Your dirty vents may be telling you something. Pounds of dirt, dust, and contaminants are trapped in your air ducts. That's why you need a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We've been cleaning air ducts the right way for over 25 years. Our NADCA certified technicians and powerful equipment clean your entire system, extracting the dirt into our trucks, removing it from your home completely. For better indoor air quality and improved HVAC efficiency,
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
It is approaching 6:18 a.m. and we have a live look at Seaford for you. It may be wet in some places still, but Bob, the good news is it is a Friday. So wet, sunny, cold, it is a Friday.
We'll take a wet Friday over a wet Monday anytime, Matt. It seems like it's always drearier on a Monday morning, but when it's a Friday morning, you're like, oh, it's okay. We've got the rain, we'll get through it, and then we've got the weekend just around the corner. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app. Yes, today is Groundhog Day, and here in about an hour or so, Punxsutawney Phil will be pulled out of his little burrow, and we'll get the verdict on whether spring is just around the corner. I don't think it is. 47 today, 45 on Saturday. Definitely not the next few days, as it will be chilly into the weekend. We'll see sunshine Sunday, 47, 45 Monday, and then, even colder on Tuesday, 43. So we are in for a cold stretch. And the leading edge to that cooler air, well, we're seeing some showers that are moving across Delmarva right now, and they're moving through pretty quickly. Dewey Beach, you had some heavier rain, as did Rehoboth. That is now moving offshore. Still seeing some showers down through Long Neck and Ocean View, back through Selbyville right now. But farther to the west, the rain is now over around Georgetown, Milton, Bridgeville, Blanchard. So we're just looking at cloudy skies, but we are seeing some of those heavier showers along the coast and a few light showers around Salisbury, and then south and east of there through Wango and into Colburn, and then stretching down into Virginia. And the eastern shore, just some light sprinkles. So I think the heaviest of the rain is probably what we have moving through right now, and then just some lingering showers the rest of the day. And you can see some of those showers up towards the New Jersey coast and towards Cape Cod, but this is all rain. Too warm for any kind of snow as we're tracking this cold front, and that's a leading edge to much cooler air, but dry air. Huge high pressure will protect protect us over the weekend into early next week and deflect any big storms to our south. Temperatures now out the door in the low 40s as we've got a southwesterly wind, but that will swing to the north and northwest and really start to blow this afternoon as we've got lower 40s this morning, kind of cloudy, mid 40s by 9. I think we hit our high temperature around noon. Then those winds kick in out of the northwest, and look at the temperatures falling by 3:30 into the upper 30s and low 40s. Still maybe a straggler of a shower hanging on for this evening. Otherwise, looking at partly cloudy skies overnight. It'll be a blustery overnight and a cold morning by Saturday with low 30s. And then Saturday afternoon, highs only in the low to mid 40s despite a lot of sunshine. And we're looking at cold conditions to continue into Sunday. Gusty winds this afternoon, maybe upwards of 25 miles per hour, and still pretty gusty tonight and into Saturday. Sunshine but breezy and chilly, and that continues on into Sunday, as well as that big area of high pressure keeps us high and dry. Any kind of storminess is off to our east and southwest. You see the clouds to the south on Monday. The southeast will get rain, but we're going to be protected here and staying pretty dry. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 47 with the rain today, and then that's it for the rain. For the weekend, lots of sunshine, 45 Saturday, 47 on Sunday, and pretty cold into early next week with highs only in the low to mid 40s with sunshine, lows in the 20s, and then back into the low 50s by Thursday.
All right, thanks, Bob. And to continue with this, we're thrilled to announce that CoastTV has a brand new Facebook page for the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions. Make sure to visit and follow our new page. Just head over to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC, or you can just scan that QR code appearing on your screen. That way you can stay connected with us. Well, crunching the numbers, Delaware homeowners ages 65 or over have the opportunity to apply for a tax credit this year that would help with regular school property taxes. They could get a break from those taxes if they have paid property tax bill in full by the end of the year and have lived in Delaware for at least 10 consecutive years. The deadline to apply for this credit for the upcoming tax year is April 30th. Taxes in Ocean City could be leaning the other way, towards a possible increase. Hotels in the town could soon be more pricey. Last Wednesday, the Maryland Senate Budget and Taxation Committee held a hearing where they debated raising the hotel rental tax rate from 5% to 6%. The room tax legislation set to be heard by the Maryland House Ways and Means Committee today on this possible change. We're going to head over to Dewey Beach. A hotel lodging tax, it is going to be coming soon. It was back in October. The town voted to increase the total hotel lodging tax from 2.5% to 3%. Town says this change will go into effect April 1st.
Plunge into the first weekend of February, the festivals and winter traditions that are back at the beach.
Brought to you by North Bay Marina, where boaters have the most fun.
Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
With all the choices of services around Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields, including Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva Dave, and Buchanan Subaru. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right where you need them.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
The world's greatest game show is back. And this time, it's a whole new deal. Deal or No Deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Well, Lewis is set to tackle its budget today. This morning, the city will present and discuss the draft of the budget for the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2025. It's all happening during the mayor and city council meeting, and that will be at 9 a.m. In Berlin, a date has been set for the next presentation about the town's strategic plan. Now, last month, the town held 2 different listening sessions. That's where locals were able to share their ideas and opinions regarding the future of Berlin. The sessions were assisted by Salisbury University's Business, Economic, and Community Outreach Network, with the goal for the town to develop an action plan of projects and initiatives. The next presentation about the plan will be at the mayor and council meeting at 7 p.m. on February 12th. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey not only tracking the groundhog's prediction, but also what we can expect today on the peninsula, Bob.
That's right, Matt, and we are awaiting to see what the groundhog has to say. There's like 5 groundhogs now. Yeah. We got Punxsutawney Phil, Sun Prairie Jim, General Bogardly. Okay, there's a long list of them. I think the steadiest of the rain has moved through. Still some lingering showers as we go through the day. Around 48 in Laurel, 46 in Millsboro and Georgetown before those temperatures start falling this afternoon with a stronger northwest wind. Easton 46, Cambridge 48, around 46 in Federalsburg. That occurs around noon, and close to 50 around Pocomoke City, but not quite, around 49, 48 Crisfield, Salisbury 48, and Chincoteague at 48 degrees. But it gets blustery and much colder. The good news is it gets sunny into the weekend. I'll talk about that and your extended forecast in a few minutes.
Okay, Bob, knowledge of Ohio, I also must include Buckeye Chuck. Okay. All right, how about this? Freeze today, not seize today. We're talking freeze today. Actually, how about freeze the weekend? Your roundup is here. Coast TV news anchor Mallory Metzner highlights a frigid, fun run and shows us which cool events some of us, maybe me, from Coast TV will be attending.
Make a splash this weekend for a good cause. One of Delaware's largest fundraising events returns to the coast. Thousands will brave the icy waters for the 33rd annual Polar Bear Plunge in Rehoboth Beach. This beloved event benefits Special Olympics Delaware with sand sculpting, a chili contest, and of course, running into the ocean on Sunday. Over 3,000 participants raised more than $1 million last year. Our very own Petey the Peacock will be on hand for the festivities. But first, run to the plunge on Saturday. This 5K starts at 10 a.m. on the boardwalk. The one and only Coast TV news anchor Matt Pensick is the MC. While you're in Rehoboth Beach, unleash your inner artist and discover a vibrant form of art. Gouache is similar to watercolor with its fast-drying traits. The Rehoboth Art League is launching a new series of workshops starting Sunday. Art enthusiasts can learn to work with flat washes, blending, and detailing. They will create small pieces of their own. Warm up at Cape and Lopin High School for the Hot Chocolate Festival. Event host Saltwater Roots Boutique is bringing a hot chocolate bar with lots of delicious toppings, baked goods, a Winter Games kids zone, and more than 80 shops. Grab your cup of post-Christmas cheer on February 3rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Got dinner plans this Saturday? There's an annual bull and oyster roast at the Frankfurt Volunteer Fire Company. What that entails is a menu of oyster fritters, raw and steamed oysters, roast beef sandwiches, and other meats and sides. There's a silent auction and raffles this Saturday at 6 p.m. on Main Street in Frankfurt. I have links to buy tickets and register for all of these cool things to do in the article on CoastTV.com.
Welcome to the Brush Factory. Explore our over 60 local merchants and artists all together under one roof. You just never know what you'll find at the Brush Factory on Kings.
Thank you for thinking of us.
We appreciate your support.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view soaring over the shore. Mondays on Coast TV News at 6.
Brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long, only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball.
You are truly amazing.
Of course, that's why he is on my dream team.
Are you ready?
That was fantastic!
I'm so jealous! Even though you haven't got the best mentor, at least look, we're here.
Let's see what your mentoring has done.
I actually got quite emotional.
Can you just shut up?
AGT Fantasy League, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Show me what you got.
I am a human chill pill.
As someone who took chill pills in the 80s, you need a new dealer.
Show me what you got.
Mind if I take my dress off?
I do not. Night Court and Extended Family, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep. This is Coast TV News Today.
February 2nd, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick, and it is 6:31 on this Friday morning. We did have some heavy rain within the past hour, and First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us again, and he's been tracking these showers for us. Bob?
Well, thanks a lot, Matt. Good morning to you. Good morning, Delmarva. Yeah, we had some of the showers, the heavier ones, into Milton, Rehoboth Beach along the coast. But now these showers really zipping through here pretty quickly. And now they're already offshore. So they're really booking through with this front. And now it's mainly just cloudy with some light showers. Even the heaviest rain has moved offshore from Long Neck. Still some showers around Fenwick Island and Ocean Pines and down towards Newark and Salisbury. A few light sprinkles for you. That's about it. Eastern Shore, some light showers as well. I think the heaviest of the rain might be over as it continues to move offshore. It's all in association with the cold front that is pushing these showers through. And we're looking at temperatures in the low 40s, so no worries of any frozen precipitation. Plenty warm for just wet roads as our winds are coming out of the southwest. And I think we'll see a few breaks in the clouds this morning, but keeping it mainly cloudy with temperatures in the mid 40s, highs around noon. The winds start really picking up as we go into the afternoon. Maybe still a few lingering showers into this evening, but I think for the most part, we're drying out by that time. If you're going for a jog or a run, both the same thing, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s this morning. Kind of cloudy, some showers, but getting really gusty with those winds this afternoon.
All right, thanks, Bob. We had a scary discovery, and it reminds the community of a much bigger problem. There is a fear over a hypodermic needle and what it really represents. That discarded or dropped drug utensil was found right outside of a Georgetown McDonald's. That's the needle that we're talking about. That's where hundreds of people walk every day. And Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us why some say it is a painful sign of a larger problem.
This hypodermic needle was found outside of the McDonald's on Route 113.
Unfortunately, it's not an anomaly.
That's Georgetown Police Chief Ralph Holm, who says they get lots of calls about unsanitary needles.
Look at the overdoses across the state of Delaware. Heroin and fentanyl are a bad thing, and it's running rampant.
The needle was properly disposed of Thursday afternoon, but it's not really clear how long it's been there. And Holmes says the police never got any calls or reports about it.
We're going to see these kind of things, especially from individuals who have already used the drug and now maybe not fully in control of their capacity.
Angie Ficco at Sussex County Comprehensive Treatment Center says the dangers hard drugs pose on Delmarva are real and growing.
We're seeing quite a bit of overdose. We're actually up from last year. I think really what's important for the public to understand that addiction is a medical disease and it really needs medical intervention for people to have a good path to recovery.
Curbing the ill effects of illegal narcotics is no easy task, but what to do if you come across one of these needles is simple. Ficco says the last thing you should try to do is pick it up, as it can spread bloodborne diseases. Holmes says if you do find a needle lying around, to simply call 911 and police will come out and take care of the issue. I'm Charles Reinert in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
Okay, it's time to take a look at our Coast TV poll. And does finding a hypodermic needle like that in public make you feel unsafe? So here's a look at the updated results. So far, a lot of you voting are saying they're very concerned, and 8% say somewhat concerned. Also got 23% say they're not concerned at all. So if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or our mobile app. Marijuana businesses in Sussex County. It's going to be on the table at the next county council meeting in Georgetown, and Assistant County Attorney Vince Robertson will lead the discussion and introduction of an ordinance that's related to establishments in the county. And this meeting is set for February 6th at 10 a.m. Fenwick Island is trying to find ways to utilize green infrastructure. This relates to environmental friendly site design and low impact development. The Residential Concerns Committee gathering to discuss how to use this type of infrastructure to deal with flooding in the town and also help with drainage that will benefit the environment. Meeting is set for February 5th at 10 a.m. Got a troubling story here. The Delaware Office of Animal Welfare rescued 76 animals from a mobile home in Felton on Monday. The animals included 66 small breed dogs, 9 cats, there was a bird. All were living amidst inhumane conditions and were infested with fleas. The dogs, all ages, they were found huddled together in cramped rooms, covered in feces, urine, and filth. State police informed Delaware Animal Services of a potential animal cruelty case the afternoon of Monday, and criminal charges are now pending. The animals were taken to the Brandywine Valley SPCA's Georgetown campus. Well, the Tesla could quit Delaware and reincorporate their big business in Texas. Now, earlier this week on CoastTV News, we covered Elon Musk and his displeasure after a Delaware judge voided a $51 billion pay package he was supposed to get. I might be displeasured too, if that's a word. Since then, the tech billionaire held a Twitter vote asking if he should pack up his EV company and move on. The answer to that vote, a resounding yes. And as many of our viewers know, Delaware is one of the world's most welcoming places for companies to incorporate this for legal and tax purposes. So we'll have to wait to see if Tesla actually does head south to Texas and if any other corporations follow. Well, it is the talk of Capitol Hill. Soon we will all have a better look at a bill that's supposed to provide aid for our allies and improve border security. Democrat Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that the text will come out either today or over the weekend, usually what is known as a document dump. Then, pending on the bill's final wording, some Republicans say voting yes does make sense. The new plan has some things they want since Republicans were involved in crafting it, but former President Donald Trump says they should vote for nothing involving the border until the Democrats give them everything they want. We'll be right back. Oh, actually, we got a lot more to get to here. The new head coach for the Washington Commanders is familiar to Delmarva. We'll tell you, Dan Quinn, how he's coming back to the Mid-Atlantic. And a cross-conference thriller in boys basketball. The Delmarva Sports Network has the highlights from Stephen Decatur and Kate Penlopin. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Hello, what's funky, fun, and fabulous? The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island. Explore over 12,000 square feet of fabulous finds, from furniture to gifts, home decor, art, pottery, housewares, and more. New pieces arrive weekly, hand-selected for the ultimate unique shopping experience. Looking for something extra special? Special orders and free local delivery is available.
We have everything under the sun.
There's something for everyone. The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island, Delaware. A family tradition for over 50 years.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Brought to you by Pohanka Kia of Salisbury.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Somewhere on this island is $200 million. But here's the deal. You have to find it. Deal or no deal?
Deal or No Deal Island premieres February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
6:40 on this Friday morning. The bulk of the heavy rain has moved away, and we're shaking the Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera a little bit. Don't worry, no earthquake. 42 in Laurel right now as we're looking at a lot of clouds, and the steady rain has now moved offshore. Still a little bit of light rain near Fenwick Island and Ocean Pines, and maybe a little sprinkle around Salisbury and the eastern shore. And I think some of these light showers will linger until this cold front to our north and west slides through, and that'll be a little later today. We've got temperatures into the low 40s right now, so your drive cast, the heaviest of the showers have moved offshore. Watch out for those puddles this morning. And then for this evening, still a few lingering showers, and there's another way you can get your forecast. The First Alert weather line, call 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away.
All right, today's the last day to submit written letters of intent for filing for candidacy for Bridgeville's municipal election. The written letters are due to the commission president or secretary by 4 p.m. today, and the 2024 municipal election set for March 2nd. Town is currently looking for candidates in districts 2, 3, and 5, and interested candidates must live in Bridgeville and have been a Delaware voter for at least 1 year by that election date in March. Voter registration must be completed by February 20th. Well, coverage for some, not all. There are some changes to ambulance services for South Bethany locals. What we're talking about here, according to the town, every household in South Bethany contributes an annual fee to the Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company. And as of January 1st, the annual fee for this service increased to $60 per year. Fee covers the cost of ambulance services for households. This means that only property owners and their immediate family members will receive services at no cost. Town says that all visitors, guests, tenants, and non-immediate family members, they'll be billed if they do need ambulance service. Well, one of the all-time great football players at Salisbury University getting a second chance to be an NFL head coach, and that chance brings him closer to home. Dan Quinn is the new head coach for Washington. Here we see him from his Seagull days, where he was a captain of the team in the mid-1990s. Quinn had been the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator since 2021. He was also the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons from 2015 to 2020, and he led the team to the NFC Championship in 2016 before losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. With the Falcons, he went 43-42. He had a 3-2 record in postseason games.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. We had a thrilling cross-conference matchup in basketball last night. Stephen Decatur knocking off Cape Henlopen 67-56. DSN's Luke Mealy and Coach Brian Dyke recaps the action.
Even Decatur moves to 15-1. Let's get to the highlights of a thrilling one here in Berlin. But how about this guy? Zachary Baker ends the third quarter with a buzzer-beating bank three, and he would keep it going into the fourth as well. That was a big shot for Stephen Decatur to extend the lead back to 4, and then it was Bryson Coleman time down low to the hook.
Yeah, when things were getting rough for the Seahawks and they desperately needed a basket in the half-court end, they went to Coleman, and he delivered.
And the Vikings went right back to their big man. Jack Shell had a huge hoop.
That was the answer.
And the Vikings on the break, back when they still were in this one, a pretty finish from Jaden Dukes. It was a 5-point game with a minute left.
Yeah, Dukes that time just rising it up.
But Kareem Bolden, we called it on the broadcast, our play of the game, the high-flying slam to finish the job. Seahawks pull it out 67-56 for Brian Dyke. Luke Mealy here from Stephen Decatur, sending it back to the Wawa Studios.
To girls basketball, Caesar Rodney outscored Sussex Tech by 13 in the second half to come back and defeat the Ravens 43-36. Freshman Anaya Allen led the way for the Riders with 14 points. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Hey there, Delmarva. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. Of course, it's Friday, which means we are going to be trying another TikTok trend out there that you send our way. Also, because it's Friday, we're going to be introducing you to an adoptable four-legged friend with this week's Pet of the Week. And if you're looking for some seasonal work, the Rehoboth Beach Police Department is looking to hire. All that and more is headed your way today at 4 on Coast Life.
Looking forward to that, and we're seeing some daylight on our Boardwalk Plaza cam right now. Cloudy skies, the heaviest rain has moved offshore from Rehoboth right now, but still some lingering showers throughout the day, so keep that umbrella handy. We're seeing those showers along the cold front. That is for today, but then lots of sunshine for the weekend, but you'll need to bundle up. I'll have your full forecast coming up after the break.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Honesty, integrity, bravery. Here is what we can face together.
Incoming.
Let's go.
I've had this policy of not mixing my work and romantic life until now.
I have no doubts you will make a great leader.
It's like you said, Chief. Change is inevitable. I'm no good without the job. You know that.
You've got the team. I've got you.
Chicago Wednesday, new on NBC and Peacock.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view soaring over the shore. Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on CoastTV.
Look at my shoe. They're scuffed. I look like a school administrator.
Show me what you got. It's real now.
Mind if I take my dress off?
I do not.
I am a human chill pill.
As someone who took chill pills in the 80s, you need a new dealer.
Didn't you always say we should be honest about who we are?
Within the family, yes. But to outsiders, it's a lifetime of deception.
Night Court and Extended Family, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
6:47 as we take a live look at Rehoboth Beach this morning. And Bob, that is where I will be tomorrow morning for the 5K run to the plunge. It's the lead up for the Polar Bear Plunge this weekend. So looking forward to that. And maybe you need to bundle up a bit.
Need to bundle up. I think you said last year, Matt, that it was in the teens last year.
It was rough. It was
not as bad this time.
Good to
not
know.
as bad. Not as bad. We're looking at 30s probably by the time that gets off tomorrow morning and kicks off. And it'll be breezy and chilly, so make sure you layer up and bundle up for that. We're watching some rain moving through right now, but these showers really zipping through Delmarva. In fact, the heaviest rain is offshore right now. We had that heavier rain around Milton back through Rehoboth Beach, but now that is now well offshore. And for the rest of us, we're just seeing clouds and maybe some lingering light showers around Newark, back through Fenwick Island. Maybe some patchy drizzle there and some drizzle or very light rain coming off of Chesapeake Bay into the eastern shore near Baltimore Corner, Easton, and Cambridge right now. So we're seeing these showers out ahead of a cold front that will be changing our weather big time this afternoon, much windier and much colder into the weekend. But you can see the rain stretching up the Jersey coast now up into New Jersey. This is all rain, even up into southern New England. And we've got a little bit of warmer air out ahead of a cold front, so nothing frozen here, but maybe some snow behind this front. There's a front now making its way through Pennsylvania. And speaking of that, we've got Punxsutawney Phil probably seeing his shadow or not seeing his shadow here in the next half hour or so as high pressure is building in behind this front. And that means a chilly but sunny weekend. Out the door this morning, temperatures in the low 40s. So just wet roads, nothing icy as we're looking at a west-southwest breeze. And I think we could see some holes in the overcast this morning. Otherwise, mainly cloudy mid-morning around 45 in Millsboro, 43 in Milton. I think our high for the day is late this morning, early afternoon, right around 46. And then those winds really start to pick up from the northwest into the afternoon. Falling temperatures through the 40s. Some breaks as we go through this evening. Any showers will be ending early this evening. And then overnight, partly cloudy, blustering, and chilly. By morning, we're looking at those temperatures in the 30s. So for that run and dip along the coast, it'll be chilly in the 30s for sure. Then only in the low 40s by the afternoon with lots of sunshine and really chilly into Saturday night and Sunday morning as the winds are really picking up to about 25 miles per hour at least as we go into this afternoon, making it feel pretty chilly. And as we go into this evening, still very chilly. And then Saturday morning for those runners, they're going to see a wind coming out of the due north right along the coast. And we're looking at those breezy conditions continuing right through the upcoming weekend. And that wind predominantly out of the north and northeast, really keeping the chill going. But it's clearing out the skies. Any kind of storminess is well to our east and south south as we go into Sunday. High pressure keeping us nice and clear. And even into Monday, we're looking at clear skies. Any kind of storminess to stay off to our south and southwest. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. The showers today becoming breezy this afternoon. A high of 47, but falling into the afternoon. Lots of sunshine for the weekend. 45 Saturday, 47 Sunday. So cold, and still cold into early next week with sunshine. We do start to finally warm it up by Thursday. Mostly sunny and 52 by then.
Stuff, Bob. Thanks. And for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones and scan the QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather information and updates that you need. Well, happening now at Seaford School District, nominations are being accepted for 3 different awards for professionals. They include Teacher of the Year, Behavioral Health Professional of the Year, and Educational Support Professional of the Year. Students can pick up nomination forms at the schools or the district office and submit them now until the end of the month. Indian River School District announcing some open positions, and there's a chance for you to make some connections. The district is holding a job fair on Tuesday, March 28th. This is for people to meet with school district representatives and learn about all the Indian School District employment opportunities. The event is free and open to the public, and it's supposed to last from 11 a.m. or from 8 to 11 a.m. at Sussex Central High School.
Sun's up here in about 10 minutes or so. Not seeing it with a lot of clouds on our Tullen Razor Cam right now. A little dreary, 41 in Lewiston. It'll be cloudy today, a few lingering showers, but then the showers give way to a nicer weekend with lots of sunshine and cold into early next week, then finally warming up by the end of next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast after the break.
With all the choices of services around Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields, including Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva Dave, and Buchanan Subaru. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Wheel of Fortune is bringing the fun all season long on Fan Fridays.
How exciting is that?
Woo-hoo! Cash and prizes could be up for grabs. Watch Wheel of Fortune on Fridays and see what you can win.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy!
The deciding game in Champions Wild Card.
What does it take to make it to Jeopardy glory?
Competitive intellectual curiosity.
And
part of being a great player is being fast.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show, we're touring a townhome in Rehoboth Beach. This home features granite countertops and a pond view. We're also checking out a condo at the Key in Ocean City. This home includes tile floors, granite countertops, and is the perfect vacation home or rental investment. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
The Dream Crew is here! Magic's gonna happen.
Friday at noon on Coast TV.
It is 6:54 and time for things you need to know before you go. And later today, President Biden will attend the dignified transfer ceremony at Dover Air Force Base. This is for the 3 fallen U.S. soldiers who died in a drone attack in Jordan. Now, Biden did receive criticism in 2021 for continuing to check his watch during that dignified transfer. That was of 13 service members who died in Afghanistan. Today's ceremony is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. Marijuana businesses in Sussex County will be on the table at the next county council meeting in Georgetown. Assistant County Attorney Vince Robertson will lead a discussion and introduce an ordinance related to establishments in the county. That meeting is set for February 6th at 10 a.m. A hypodermic needle was found in a flower bed by the McDonald's in Georgetown. Neighbors there say they have concerns for their safety. It's not really clear how long it had been sitting there, but police say they didn't get any reports about it until CoastTV reached out to them about this. Posts on social media show people are concerned for safety in the area and that what was found there is just not a good look for the town. According to police, it's an unfortunate reminder of drug addiction. A helicopter and Milton Marine Unit aided a man who had capsized his kayak and was floating on top, unable to get out of frigid water. This was at Wagaman's Pond off the Mulberry Street ramp on Wednesday around 4 p.m. Got no update. Well, actually, we do know that man was taken to an area hospital for observation. Dan Quinn is the new head coach for Washington. Here we see him from his Salisbury Seagull days where he was the captain in the mid-1990s. Quinn had been with the Dallas Cowboys as their defensive coordinator since 2021. He was the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons from 2015 to 2020 and led the team to the NFC Championship in 2016 before losing to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. With the Falcons, he went 43-42 and had a 3-2 record in postseason games. Well, Friday, get this, it's all about the tots. Tater tots, small potato cylinders created in the 1950s from excess French fry pieces. The Oregon Frozen Food Company, which later became Ore-Ida, would feed the scraps to cattle, but they wanted another way to reduce the waste, so they formed these scraps in shreds into a tasty bite, and they fried them. And today is a day that Americans eat, well, today overall, Americans eat 3.5 billion tater tots per year. Well, it's 6:57. Bob, good thing it is breakfast time, because looking at that made me hungry.
Did you call them potato cylinders? Okay.
It's just another way to describe
Another way to say tater tots. And by the way, we were talking, too, that the groundhog is only right a third of the time, so Punxsutawney Phil's got to get his act together today. We're looking at showers this morning, light showers, a few more into the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-40s, turning windy and cold. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 40s this weekend, and dry and cold into early next week.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News today. Today's show's coming up next at 7 a.m., and then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11 a.m. Have a great Friday, everybody.